Hi, welcome to Eureka Archery. My name is Anwar and today I am in Buka. So the weather now is a little bit rainy, but I would like to do a demo video for you of using the bow and arrow with armor. So for today's purpose, I'll be using this bow. This is a Turkish bow. It's really small. It's about 45 pounds. I'll be using carbon arrows for this purpose, and I will show you what kind of armor I'll be showing for this particular video today. So for today's video, I'll be testing out a chainmail armor. Now, based on historical accounts, there has been evidence that chainmail armor was used here in Malaysia, and it was called Zirah or baju Zirah. So Zirah is actually a Persian word which means chainmail. So this gives us an idea of the potential link between the ancient Persians and the ancient Malays sharing military knowledge in terms of armor, weapons, and war tactics. Alright, so this is the chainmail armor. So this is basically butted mail. So traditionally, butted mail is not very common in Europe. So in Europe, they actually use riveted mails. So for this one, it's actually more common in the Asiatic region, especially in the Japanese culture, where they actually use butted mail for their armor. So let's try to shoot some arrows. So here I have my 45-pound bow. So I'll be shooting with two types of quivers. I'll be using the back quiver for my left hand, and I'll be using the Turkish quiver for my right hand. Alright, first arrow. So this bottom here, it hits. So maybe we have to bring it up if you want to shoot, just like this. So I folded it up. Let's see how it works. So much better. So I have to make sure that the back quiver is fully strapped on proper. Let's try this again. So not a problem at all. So now I'll switch hands. I'll be using right-handed shooting. Last arrow. So shooting with the thumb, it doesn't really interfere with the chains, but shooting with the fingers here, it hits here. Probably it's in my handling position. So we're going to retrieve this arrow, and then we're going to try this again, but this time possibly with a light helmet, following the design of medieval Islamic armor. So let's retrieve that and see how it looks like. So this is the helmet I've made using stainless steel, and the design is inspired by medieval Islamic helmets, and we use a turban here to protect it from the heat, as well as fitting it on our heads to make sure that it is secure. I've sent one of these helmets to our expert archer to test it out. So our archery expert used various types of arrow points to test the durability of the helmet. He used two-bladed broadheads, field points, and three-bladed broadheads. The bow was 60 pounds in draw weight. The distance shot is between 18 meters to 20 meters, and the arrow speed is roughly 200 to 210 feet per second. So as you can see, with the two-bladed broadhead, it pierces through the two layers, whereas with a field point, it basically hits and it bounces off. Looking at the damage from the inside of the helmet, with a very high poundage bow, this is actually quite alright, quite sufficient. So using a three-bladed broadhead, it hits on the side of the helmet and it ricochets, and ultimately it broke the broadhead point into pieces. So these are the pieces as a result of hitting the helmets on the sides. And the same thing happened on this other side using the two-bladed point. When it hits the side, it merely scratches the helmet on the side and the arrow is sent ricocheting off to the side. So our expert recommends the rating of 4.5 stars out of 5 because it is being shot with a really high poundage bow at a close distance, and with a normal field point it bounces off the arrow, and if you hit the sides it just ricochets, but with a direct hit with a two-bladed point then you're only able to actually penetrate the two layers of the helmet. So this is how it looks like from the inside. So if you're wearing a coif or a leather skull cap, it could protect you furthermore from these types of arrow penetration. So here I have my coif and my light helmet. I'll just quickly show you how to actually put this on. Here I have a turban. And just like that. So this is basically how a traditional armor is worn. And that's my coif, my steel helmet, and let's try to do some shooting. Alright, here we go. Full light armor is drizzling now, so let's do this really quickly. So I'm going to switch hands. So shooting with both side quiver and back quiver, not really a problem. You just have to get used to how the quivers are actually strapped onto your body. But other than that, this kind of armor is suitable for archery. So essentially in a future video, I'll be showing you how you can actually make your own chainmail armor using materials that you can get here in Malaysia, as well as this helmet I'm making and producing here for all of you who would like to possibly try archery in this kind of manner. So for more information, log on to our website. We are eurekaarchery.com. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and of course we are on YouTube. Be an archer today. My name is Anwar. See you.